Good morning. Time to make the coffee again. Chocolate raspberry this morning. It's going to be 36 degrees, and that's probably what it's going to be for a whole week now, around that temperature. But I saw that next week it's supposed to snow every day. I hope that's wrong, because that wouldn't be good. Although I'm okay here. I have everything I need. I don't need to go out. I have plenty of food, plenty of things to drink, and I have coffee. And I have a bunch of decluttering projects on my list of things to do. So I have a couple of areas today that I want to clean up and declutter. It's more just organizing today than decluttering, although I might find a few things that need to go. I'm not done with my clothes yet. That's an ongoing process for now. Things that I want to keep, then I decide I don't want to keep. There will be no Marie Kondo decluttering here. I'm by nature not an impulsive person, and I think to do that method you have to be a little bit impulsive, because it's like yes, no, yes, no. Not that that's bad. It's not bad. It's just not me. I have to think about things, and that's why it takes me so long to do everything, because I have to think about it. I have to analyze things. I'm not by nature, grab it and done. Although a lot of times if you go with your gut, that's not a bad thing. But I guess that's just not the way I operate. So, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just fear of regret, I guess, that makes me a little more cautious. But I'm doing okay. I'm feeling good about the things I've decluttered and the things I'm going to declutter. One of the first things was, of course, my food, and that has been so helpful in as far as my grocery budget. I don't spend much on groceries and food these days at all, and it's helping me pay off some credit card debt, and not that there's a ton of that, but it's still there and it needs to be paid down, which is getting more difficult. It was not a problem before, but with the economy the way it is, it's getting more difficult. So I want to get that done and over with before things get even worse. So let me try my coffee because I've been waiting for this. Well worth the wait. So I'm going to go make myself a list of things to do today. And my lists are always pretty short. I've learned over the years not to overestimate how much I can get done in a day. So, okay, I will be back in a little while and we'll see what the day brings. All right, here's today's brunch. I have one of my ciabatta rolls with some butter, and this is like a cheese seasoning. So I put that on there, and leftover soup from the other night's dinner. So decluttering my fridge by eating up my food. All right, I thought I'd have a little coffee chat with you today. Cheers. It's 11:15 and I haven't gotten to my decluttering yet, but that's okay. I have the rest of the day. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, I'm really finding I need to focus on my budget. And that's going to be a big deal for me again this year. Last year I started out really well and then it kind of fizzled out. So I want to get back to it. So I made myself this binder, and it did work real well, but you got to work it. You know, you got to do the work or it's not going to happen. So anyway, I got this cover. It's just a plain old notebook with one of these pockets here, a clear pocket. And I got this pretty cover from bloominghomestead.com. And it's our budget book, our budget binder, even though it's only my budget, which makes things less complicated. So I use also two colored pencils, a green one and a red one. Now the red one I use for when I spend money. I write that on my little calendar. And the green one I use when money comes in. And the way I do that is, now this year I'm using a calendar that's a little bit different than I had last year. I had a spiral one that worked real well. But this year I found this one, which I've shown you before, and I can do the same thing, and it's also got a place for notes and reminders and more notes down here. So this year I'm using this one. And this notebook also has pockets so that I can just put my calendar right in the pocket. So the first thing that I have in my book is low spend goals, and then a whole list of things that I should and should not buy. And I started that in 2020. So, but again, I've fallen a little bit by the wayside. So, and then I also have this page in here. It's decluttering your finances, of what I can shred, what I can save and scan, and what I can go paperless on. So I keep that just as a reference. I don't know if that's going to show up, but it's just from a magazine that I got. And I like these little sleeves. I keep those in the binder too. So that I have right in the front of the binder. And then the rest of the book I have by month from January to December, and I go 1 month at a time. So in each month I have some master papers. So I made myself a basic shopping list with everything that I could think of that I need and use. So I keep that in there for each month, and then as I need something I can circle it. So I keep that in there, and I have a master copy of that. So I just put it on my copier then, and works real well. And then I got from Pennies Not Perfection, I got this no spend month little thing where you can cross off or check when you do or don't spend money. And that's when my pencils would come in. If I had a day where I didn't spend, I would put green. If I had a day where I did spend, I'd put red. So I have that. I also have a monthly ledger, which I haven't made out yet, but in that I put my debts, what I owe, what I paid, and how much I owe each month. So this gives me motivation when I spend down what I owe on. then I can write that each month as I pay it off. So I have that, and this is from Pennies Not Perfection 2. It's just a bigger tracker that I got from that website. She has a YouTube channel too. So this is just a bigger version of the one I just showed you. And I like the bigger version because you can actually write on there what you bought. With the smaller one, you can't do that so much. So I usually use the bigger one. And each one of the months has one of these sheets behind it. So, so that goes in there, and the other two. And then I have, this is again from bloomingHomestead.com. I have this where I can write notes to myself and, you know, all sorts of things, what my goals are, my priorities, and today's date. I usually only keep one of these for the month rather than daily. So I'll just put like January 2023 or whatever. So those 4 sheets go behind every divider, and then I can track my my expenses, and it's really easy. That's what I like about it. It doesn't take up a lot of room. I personally don't like tracking these things. I mean, I've tried all kinds of things. I had a spreadsheet where I could just put in what I spend, and it would subtract it and all that stuff that I made. But then my computer crashed and I lost that, and I forgot how I created it, so I didn't bother. But I like having a paper copy as opposed to a computer program where I have to get in my computer, I have to turn it on, I have to wait for it to boot up, you know, because a lot of times then it's like, oh, I'll do it later. So this, I just grab it, I write down what I need to, and I'm done. So I thought I would share that with you. That works real well for me, and since it's January, I'm going to get busy with this and see what I can do. Now another thing that I'm going to do this year, and it's because, okay, this is Ellen's Abundant Life on Less. You guys all know I have a lot of stuff. And I'm getting rid of stuff, but I'm also keeping stuff. So I want to try to avoid the store as much as possible, because I went from being a shopaholic to hating to go to the store. So, you know, I don't like the crowds, I don't like the choices of products that you have. It's just a big hassle, the traffic to get to the store. So I just want to avoid the store as much as possible. So I won't be doing too many hauls on my channel here in the next few months anyway. That's not saying I'm never going to go to the Dollar Tree and buy a few fun things, or, you know, if I find a shirt or something that I like at Costco, you know, whatever. If I have to be there anyway and I find something I like, or even ordering things on Amazon, which is so very easy to do. And this is part of the reason I need to do my budget book, because of Amazon. So, but I won't be doing a lot of big, huge hauls. I don't watch big, huge hauls anymore because it just gives me ideas, and this brain is always trying to create something. So then I get an idea, then I go to the store, and then I want to buy it and make it, and then it sits there. So I'm not watching a lot of hauls. I like to see hauls where people will buy food and actually make things with it. I enjoy watching those. I'm not a real strict budget kind of person. So, you know, when I do this system, I track what I spend, and that's it. So anyway, this works for me. It's worked for me when I focus on it for the last few years, so I need to get back to it. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Well, anyway, I'm working on finishing up my bedroom. I still have one area that it has things that don't have a home. I have an idea of where I'm going to put those, either the donation or needs to be put away. But once I get that all done, I'm going to focus on my guest bedroom, because I want to turn that into a plant room and set up my hydroponic garden so that I can have an indoor garden. Because this year I'm scaling back on my outdoor garden. I'm not doing away with it because I enjoy doing that, but I am going to scale back on it and get rid of some of the grow bags and just kind of stick with the beds that are a little bit raised up, because that's much easier for me. But I can't garden out there this time of the year, so I want to get something going here in the house where I can grow my own lettuce, some of my own greens, maybe a few cherry tomatoes. But you know, some of those things take a long time to actually produce anything. So I want to get that plant room set up, and it is a mess. It's a big mess. It's kind of turned into a catch-all room. My grandson has a lot of his boxes and things from when he moved out of when they sold their house and moved into this new house that they have. He decided he wanted to live here with me, which he may continue to do, or once their house is finished, he may live there, or who knows, you know, he's 21 and he may someday decide to get his own place. So anyway, that's what I'm up to. But he's got boxes in that room too that need to go. So that's my plan for that room, and I'm going to be decluttering that and working on getting all those small little arrow garden type things set up, because I have a few of them and I want to grow a few different things. So anyway, that's my plan. It's only January, so I'm hoping that I can start thinking about my outdoor garden too pretty soon, and seeing what I want to plant out there, what's going to be easy. I don't want to grow anything that's going to take forever to mature. I just want quick turnover in my outdoor garden. So okay, I'll be back in a little bit, and I'm going to work on that area. I forget what zone that is. I'm still doing the zone thing. So that is zone 4. So okay, and I still have to work on zone 2, which is in my living room, because that's food that needs to go in the basement. All right, I will be back in a little bit, and we'll see how far I get today. So here is zone 2 that I didn't get to yesterday because my grandson was working in the basement, and so I put all the things away today. Okay, so I got this zone all cleaned up. The fan is going to stay there because there's no point to putting it away. I use it in the summer a lot. So it can just live there. But if you're wondering why I have these trays on top of this daybed, well, the reason is it keeps Chloe off, because if she gets up there, she digs and then she makes a big mess. So I just leave the decorative trays there and that keeps her off. But she does like to lay on this plush here. It's one of her favorite places to lay. So that's why I have those trays there. All right, so I'm glad I got that zone done. Now upward and onward to somewhere else. All right, so this is the first thing I walk into when I enter my bedroom. I have shoes there. I use these two stools to get to my closet rod because it's up pretty high. I've got hangers here from clothes I've decluttered. I've got hangers on the other side of this. So this needs to go. So I don't want to get rid of these shoes because they're new and I like them. And the closet, or the hangers, I think I'm going to hang on to for a while, because my grandson has a ton of clothes that are just laying around and he needs to hang those up. So I'm going to give him some of these hangers, and they're the kind of hangers that you can hook one off the other. And then I have a lot of pants hangers here from clothes I've decluttered. But since I'm not done decluttering my closet and rearranging it, I'm not getting rid of those as of yet. So those will be going in the attic. So I need to get busy and do something here because I'm tired of walking into that every time I walk in my bedroom. All right.
Okay, well, let's see what all is in here with the shoes. So I'm just going to dump these all on the bed. I was looking for a basket for my plant. So I don't know, this might work. It's kind of narrow on the bottom, but I'm going to give that a try. So I'll repurpose that. These are tie backs. I suppose I could use those for these curtains. Alright, let's see here. I really like these shoes. They're new. I think I may have worn them once or twice. So those are not going anywhere. Put them in the shoe closet. And then these I could actually wear now because they have a nice tread on them. So those will be going downstairs by my closet. And I'll be wearing these when I go run errands. Alright, this pair of shoes is one of my favorite pairs. I have them in a couple different colors. They look really nice with skinny jeans. So, and they're not old shoes, but I've worn these a lot and I want to wear them more often. So those can go in the closet. Which I have to clean, but I'm not doing that now. I just want to get rid of this pile. Oh, see, and here's the same pair of shoes in navy blue suede. I wear these a lot with jeans because they're blue. So those are going to go in the closet. These are new slippers that I bought quite a while ago. So those need to be put away. And some beads. I don't know what those came from. Alright. So these will go in the closet. be pulling most of these out again because I need to sort through the shoes. But for now, I just want this pile gone and putting this stuff away. Garbage bags for donation. I'm not donating the garbage bags. They're to fill up for the donation. Oh, and more shoes. Alright, I got these shoes. I like these. They're fancy for going out. I don't know if I ever date again. Who knows? Who knows? And a pair of flip-flops from Marks. They were $2.99, so I'll wear those in the summer. And another pair of slippers. I guess you can't have too many slippers. Alright, I'm going to work on this pile, and then I'll be back when I get it all done. I just need to put some things in the attic, and the hangers, and that'll be good. Alright, let's see if I get it done. It's 2 o'clock. I want to be done by 3 o'clock because that seems to be the hour where I just run out of energy, and that's it for the day. Alright, I'll be back.
Okay, bathroom is nice and neat and clean. I usually try and keep this pretty neat. So it's my ensuite, kind of a small ensuite, but we'll pretend we're wealthy. All right, so I got everything done. Hello. Well, I'm glad this is finished here now. I don't have to walk into that big pile. The only thing I didn't put away are these, whoops, are these pants hangers. Because, I don't know, I may hang up some of those pants yet. Get rid of some other pants. But pretty much this is all done for a while, until I start pulling the closet out again, which could be soon. I'd like to have this whole room purged out before spring, but we'll see. So anyway, there we go. That's my project for the day. I'm done for today, and tomorrow we'll see what else is happening. All right. I'll be back in just a little bit. Just show you briefly what I'm having for dinner since I'm purging my fridge. And then we'll say goodbye till tomorrow. I'm so happy that I got all this done and put away. Makes me feel much better. Okay, here's dinner for tonight. A couple more of the stuffed peppers that I made the other day, and a small piece of the toast that I didn't eat this morning. So easy peasy quick dinner on a busy day. All right, well, here I am. It's 3:30. I'm having some tea. I'm sitting in my chair with my feet up. And I feel like I accomplished something today, so I'm happy about that. And what's my objective? Well, my objective is to find a home for everything that I own, to get rid of things that I don't use or don't like, and not have any piles laying around, because I would like to not spend more than an hour, hour and a half a week cleaning. And when you have all those piles sitting around, it's really difficult to clean. Not only that, the room never looks clean. It always looks like it's a mess, and it is. So that's my objective. So I'd like to get that all done by spring, and at least for this year. And then next year, I'll probably continue and do more. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.